What is going on, guys? I am back with Gabby Petito / Brian Laundrie Part 3. So, today I received news from my good friend DJ Rudin that the autopsy report, the coroner, will speak today. And it's about time. It's about time we finally hear exactly what happened to Gabby Petito. Was she stabbed? Was she shot? Was she blunt? Did she die from blunt force trauma of some kind? The coroner knows that. The person that's doing the autopsy report knows all the details by now. I'm not an expert on that stuff, but I can just tell you that after a month, or it's even more than a month, you're going to have all the details. You're not waiting on anything. So, I feel like they're holding things back from the public, but today we're apparently going to hear about it. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. Like I said in part 2 of this series, I believe Brian's best case scenario is that he killed her accidentally. That's just my opinion. We will have to see exactly what happens. Hopefully, maybe Brian didn't kill her at all, but they said homicide, so Brian's obviously the most likely person to do it, and just based on the fact that he went home and then he disappeared, we'll just have to see. But speaking of that, Brian is still missing. Exactly 4 weeks ago today is the time that he left. So pretty crazy, man. This guy's nuts. He's out there somewhere, whether that be in someone's basement or he's out in the wilderness. By the way, it's getting cold there, Brian. I'm not sure where exactly you are, but it certainly is getting colder where I'm at. And no matter where you're going to be, the nights are going to start getting a lot colder. So, what are you doing exactly, man? Do you know how to make fire? Can you just make fire with with rock like a caveman and stuff, or do you have like this massive supply of, lighters and things to make fires with? Are you out there doing that? I'm guessing you're not. I just don't see you being out there making fires every night. Maybe you don't have to do that quite yet, but you will have to soon. You're going to get cold out there, unless you're packing all the things you need, such as a huge sleeping bag and all this type of thing. I'm not sure, Brian. I just don't think you're out there doing that. So where the heck are you, man? Are you in someone's basement? Do you know somebody that you don't know that well? That's kind of giving you shelter. I thought about my own life. Who could I go to where the cops wouldn't suspect it, and that person would actually be okay with me being there? And it's very hard to think of people. All your relatives, those guys are out because the cops are going to think to go to them. Friends, you can't really go to them. I thought about some ex-girlfriends maybe, but I'm like, well, they wouldn't really want to be involved. And, it'd just be hard to really get someone to really help you out there. And even ex-girlfriends, you're still, possibly connected to them. The cops might think of them. So who could you really go to? Maybe a coworker, like an ex-coworker or something? Call up an ex-coworker and say, hey, I need to stay in your basement. I'm like wanted. You'd have to have a lot of trust. These people would have to trust you a lot, though, to take you in, though. So he's probably not in someone's basement either. Many people think he's dead. We'll just have to see. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear it. But more to come. We'll see what the coroner says. Take care, guys.